Hey, Cowboys Nation. The energy around America's team is reaching a fever pitch as we head into a critical stretch of the season, and there are plenty of developments to break down. Over the weekend, the Cowboys officially activated the 21-day practice window for Trayvon Diggs, signaling a significant step in his return from injury and giving fans plenty to be excited about. While this move had been anticipated for some time, seeing it come to fruition adds a tangible boost to the team's preparations for upcoming matchups. Head coach Dr. Jerry had laid out a roadmap for Diggs' return weeks ago, and now that plan is taking shape on the practice field. Diggs' first session back on Sunday was lighter than a full game practice, but it established the foundation for what the team hopes will be a full reintegration in the weeks ahead. According to league rules, a player designated to return from injured reserve has a 21-day window in which the team can make the decision to move him to the active roster or leave him on IR. And while this represents the maximum window, the Cowboys have the flexibility to bring him back sooner if deemed ready. The ultimate goal seems to be having Diggs available for the upcoming clash against the Detroit Lions, which would provide a much-needed spark to a secondary that has faced its share of challenges this season. Trayvon Diggs himself expressed a mixture of excitement and focus as he returned to practice. He highlighted the importance of regaining momentum and contributing to team success, emphasizing his commitment to putting in the work, making plays, and helping the Cowboys chase victories. His season has been marked by inconsistency, particularly in man-to-man and zone-covered situations. At times, opposing offenses have taken advantage of his absence and the rust caused by injury, leading to moments that were uncharacteristic of the cornerback fans have come to expect. Yet those who have followed the peak of Diggs' career understand the potential he carries. There is hope that the player who dominated early in his tenure will re-emerge, showcasing the speed, awareness, and playmaking skill that can elevate the entire defensive backfield. Even though his performance earlier in the season raised some concerns, the prospect of his return is widely regarded as a positive development, as it alleviates pressure on other corners and allows the coaching staff to carefully manage rotation and workload. The cornerback room this season has been a roller coaster, with ups and downs that have left fans searching for stability. The return of Diggs offers an opportunity to solidify that group, giving the team a reliable presence who can cover top receivers and create turnovers. Some games have seen opposing offenses avoid targeting his side of the field entirely, masking the challenges he experienced when active. Analysts and fans alike have pointed out moments like the matchup against the Eagles, where Diggs was scarcely tested, making it difficult to measure his true impact purely from statistics. Yet the necessity for a productive, healthy Diggs is clear. Every win in this stretch counts, and having a cornerback of his caliber available could be the difference in tight games. Alongside him, other defensive backs like Kalen Carson are being monitored closely, with the hope that their returns will further reinforce the secondary. The coaching staff now has multiple options to manage rotations, ensuring that veterans and returning players are balanced appropriately so that Diggs can ease back into action without overexertion. In addition to Diggs, the practice squad saw a notable addition with Israel Anaconda joining the team. Known for his explosive play style and athleticism, Anaconda has the type of skill set that can create dynamic moments even in limited opportunities. Standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing 216 pounds and combining speed with vertical leaping ability, he fits the profile of a versatile back capable of changing the game. While his professional experience has been limited to stints on various training camps and practice squads, the Cowboys appear committed to giving him a real opportunity to develop and make an impact. Fans have anticipated his arrival since the draft, and now he has a foothold in Dallas, setting the stage for future opportunities as he grows and impresses during practices. Returning to the topic of Trayvon Diggs, the team faces decisions regarding roster adjustments necessary to officially activate him. Options include placing a player on injured reserve or releasing someone to open a spot on the 53-man roster. Defensive tackle Jay Toia, who has often been inactive, could be a candidate for IR designation, preserving his long-term value while freeing up space for Diggs. The cornerback rotation itself requires careful management, with Don Bland, Savone Rebel, Reddy Stewart, and Bridges competing for snaps. The reintroduction of Diggs inevitably means someone will sit on game day. Coaches may strategically limit his snap count early on to ensure full recovery while maximizing impact, balancing his contributions with overall team health. The challenge is to maintain effectiveness without compromising readiness for critical moments later in the season. Quarterback depth has also been a topic of discussion, particularly with Josh Butler signaling readiness to contribute. Despite being available since mid-season, roster limitations and game day rules have kept him off the field. Butler's situation highlights the intricacies of managing a roster under league regulations, especially when integrating returning players like Diggs. The staff must carefully weigh performance, health, and team needs, knowing each decision carries consequences across both practice and game day execution. As the Cowboys push toward a late-season surge, every piece of the roster becomes pivotal. Diggs' return strengthens the defense, energizes the secondary, and adds leadership and experience to a group that has faced adversity. Simultaneously, young talents like Israel Anakanda inject energy, potential, and versatility, expanding the options available to coaches. Practice sessions and upcoming matchups will reveal how these returns translate into on-field performance. Every snap, tackle, and coverage decision gains importance, and a fully healthy secondary could be the key to shifting momentum and sustaining a playoff push. Roster management, player readiness, and strategic rotations illustrate the complexity the Cowboys navigate. Bringing back a player from injury is about more than just physical fitness. Timing, chemistry, and continuity must be carefully maintained. Coaches are tasked with ensuring Diggs integrates seamlessly, allowing younger players to prove themselves in controlled scenarios while leveraging the experience of proven playmakers. The psychological boost of having a top cornerback on the field cannot be understated, as it instills confidence across the defensive unit and opens opportunities for pivotal plays in high-pressure situations. Fans are balancing anticipation with cautious optimism. While prior injuries temper expectations, there is broad understanding that Diggs' skill set, if fully realized, could dramatically elevate the secondary. Monitoring practice intensity, game day snaps, and rotations involving players like Carson, Bridges, and Bland provides insight into how the team will balance performance, health, and endurance as the season reaches crucial stages. Veteran leadership paired with emerging talent is shaping the team's outlook, with every detail, coaching decision, and practice snap contributing to the trajectory of the final games. With Diggs back in the fold and dynamic young players ready to seize opportunities, the Cowboys are positioning themselves for a stretch where execution, strategy, and health will define their success. As the Cowboys continue to prepare for the next critical stretch of the season, the spotlight remains firmly on their defensive backfield, where the return of Trayvon Diggs is poised to make a tangible impact. The team has relied heavily on a combination of veterans and younger cornerbacks throughout the season, with varying levels of success, and the presence of Diggs promises to bring stability, leadership, and experience back to the secondary. His ability to read the quarterback, anticipate routes, and communicate with safeties and fellow cornerbacks is crucial for the team's defensive schemes. Integrating him effectively will require time and careful planning, but the potential upside is immense, offering a player who can change the momentum of games with critical plays. The Cowboys face a series of challenging matchups ahead, particularly against teams that possess dynamic passing attacks, which makes Diggs' reintegration all the more important. The coaching staff will need to balance snap counts, situational usage, and matchup assignments to ensure he returns not just healthy, but at a performance level capable of altering outcomes. Managing snap counts will likely be a key focus in his first few games back. The Cowboys have demonstrated an understanding of the importance of rotating cornerbacks to maintain freshness and minimize injury risks, and this approach will allow Diggs to contribute effectively without overextending himself. Players like Don Bland, Reddy Stewart, and Savone Rebel remain integral to the rotation, and the coaching staff can strategically deploy these athletes to maintain consistency across the defensive backfield. This flexibility enables the team to tailor coverage plans to specific opponents while preserving Diggs' effectiveness for high-leverage situations. By carefully monitoring workloads and strategically deploying personnel, the Cowboys can maximize defensive performance while safeguarding the health and longevity of their key players. Meanwhile, young talent such as Israel Anaconda is beginning to make waves during practices, generating energy and competition that benefits the entire team. Anaconda's athleticism, speed, and ability to create explosive plays bring a new dimension to the offense, offering potential for dynamic contributions in rotational roles or situational packages. While his professional experience is limited, the coaching staff appears determined to provide opportunities for him to translate collegiate potential into tangible performance at the NFL level. This infusion of youth alongside veteran presence allows the Cowboys to maintain a balance between immediate competitiveness and long-term development, ensuring that the roster remains flexible, dynamic, and capable of adapting to various challenges over the course of the season. Roster management continues to be a complex puzzle for the coaching staff, particularly with Diggs' return to the active roster. Creating space involves difficult decisions, such as moving players to injured reserve or adjusting the active roster composition, all while maintaining depth and balance across the team. Defensive tackle Jay Toia, who has been inactive for multiple games, could be a candidate for IR designation, opening a spot without significantly affecting the defensive rotation. Similarly, managing quarterback depth and readiness is essential, with players like Josh Butler prepared to contribute when needed. These decisions are not merely procedural. Each move affects practice dynamics, game day availability, and team chemistry. Effective management of the roster ensures that returning stars, developing talent, and veteran contributors all coexist in a system optimized for performance and resilience. As game day approaches, the interplay between chemistry, cohesion, and execution becomes increasingly critical. The Cowboys' defensive backfield has faced adversity through injuries, inconsistent performances, and the challenges of integrating younger players. The return of Diggs is expected to provide stability, serving both as a tactical weapon and a leader on the field. His ability to anticipate plays, execute coverage assignments, and coordinate with the entire secondary can elevate overall team performance. The presence of a high-caliber cornerback affects more than individual stats. It instills confidence, reduces mental errors, and allows teammates to perform their roles with clarity and precision. The ripple effect of a healthy, high-performing Diggs extends throughout the defense, impacting pressure packages, coverage schemes, and the team's ability to generate turnovers in critical moments. Coaching decisions surrounding rotations, snap counts, and situational assignments will directly shape defensive efficiency. The Cowboys roster contains multiple capable corners, providing flexibility to deploy different packages depending on opponent tendencies and game situations. For example, Diggs might shadow a team's top receiver in some scenarios, while in others he rotates with Bland or Stewart to conserve energy and reduce injury risk. This strategic deployment ensures the defense remains effective while protecting player health, particularly during a demanding late-season stretch. Coupled with accurate communication and adjustment to coverage responsibilities, these rotations can be decisive in close contests and high-pressure scenarios where a single play can alter momentum and outcomes. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Dallas Cowboys. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. Whispers are turning into full-blown speculation in Dallas as Cowboys offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer reportedly reached a boiling point with a certain player, sparking a firestorm in the locker room. Sources close to the team claim Schottenheimer was overheard yelling in no uncertain terms, "I don't want him here ever again." The explosive statement has sent shockwaves through the fan base and league insiders alike, fueling a growing debate about the future of both the player and the coaching staff. While the identity of the player has not been officially confirmed, speculation is rampant. Industry insiders suggest tensions have been simmering for weeks, with disagreements over play execution, practice habits, and locker room dynamics. Schottenheimer, known for his disciplined approach and meticulous game planning, has apparently reached a point where patience has completely run dry. Those close to the team describe a coach frustrated not just with on-field performance, but with what he perceives as a lack of accountability and commitment. The statement has sparked a flurry of reactions online. Fans are split between defending the player, citing past contributions and talent, and standing by Schottenheimer, who has long been respected for his offensive acumen. Analysts note that internal discord of this magnitude could have far-reaching implications, potentially influencing roster decisions, trades, or even coaching changes. Rumors suggest that the front office is quietly assessing the situation, weighing the impact of keeping both parties in the same locker room versus making a decisive move to restore harmony. In the meantime, the Cowboys organization has remained tight-lipped, refusing to confirm or deny the alleged outburst. But in the age of social media, whispers don't stay quiet for long. The locker room atmosphere, according to sources, is tense, with teammates reportedly walking on eggshells, unsure of how the ongoing friction might affect team chemistry. As speculation mounts, one thing is clear: Dallas is at a crossroads. Will Schottenheimer and the player reconcile? Or is this the beginning of a dramatic split that could reshape the team's identity? For now, the rumor mill churns, and fans are left waiting for an official statement, or perhaps for the next explosive headline. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Dallas Cowboys, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.